days.
Yeah.
If you're going to call yourself a financial engineer, I tell my students, you have to be prepared to solve problems in finance. And yes, you know the theory of finance, but that's not the end because there's something about your project that doesn't apply, right?
Yeah.
That causes that theory to have less value, and you have to figure out a workaround,
Yeah.
like an engineer with a bridge. And now, besides, wind patterns, you have to worry about, hail and rain and, you know, uh, whatever, it's an engineer solves problems, right? So how can you claim to be an engineer unless you can go into a reasonable financial situation that no one has really thought of a problem for, and they're hiring you to solve that problem? Now, maybe your first job, it's not as grand as all of that, but certainly by the time you're three years in, if you're not solving client problems, you're not solving the firm's problems. What's your value?
Yeah.
You need to value a deal. I tell students, okay, you can take a pricing model off the shelf to value a swaption or something like this, and you have a model off the shelf. Okay, you can build that. You can build a customized model, right? So spend time. They do the academic approach to get a closed form solution. Got it. And then I say, well, here's the real Wall Street situation. Is on day one, they tell you the client's going to do this deal, and it's got to close by the end of the week. And you spend 4 days, and you get the model working, and you've been working, 15 hours a day to get this thing up and running and tested and vetted. And finally, on the fifth day, they say, oh, by the way, the client wants to change this feature.
Yes. Yep. I've been there many times.
Yeah. Oh, there's credit risk in this product? I didn't know because I didn't price that in. And how am I going to do it because it's so complicated? And so you screw yourself. Forgive this is going to be a recorded conversation. But the point is you have to figure out in advance, your own operational risk, right? Your own tolerance and your ability to adjust. What happens when, as inevitably will happen, the deal terms get changed?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just teaching students formulas and stuff like this. It's about how do you approach valuation in a way that you know that in practice